In the meantime, the U.S. Senate on Sunday moved forward to a measure aimed at reopening the federal government and ending a now 40-day shutdown that has sidelined federal workers, delayed food aid, and snarled air travel. In a procedural vote, senators advanced a House-passed bill that will be amended to fund the government until January 30 and include a package of 3 4-year appropriations bill. The agreement marks the first major breakthrough in efforts to restore critical federal services. President Donald Trump says the United States is very close to ending the 40-day government shutdown. For more on this, I'm joined by News Central senior international correspondent and anchor Afua Hagan to give us more on the story. Afua, let's start with the basics. What exactly is the Senate's deal and how does it aim to end this government shutdown?
About over the weekend, it starts with a compromise, basically. So a bill that would reopen the federal government and push funding through to the end of January 2026, so to the 30th of January 2026. It also bundles 3 full-year appropriation bills for key agencies, and they are agriculture, veteran services and congressional operations. Critically, and very critically, it also has provisions to rehire or reinstate federal employees who were laid off during this time of the government shutdown, so were furloughed during this time, and guarantees them back pay. So it's a bit of a stopgap at the moment. It will only take us through to the 30th of January 2026 if this part of the bill is voted for, but it also promises to delve into some of the stickier issues like the federal employees who have been laid off or furloughed to make sure that they get their back pay or to make sure that they're reinstated also.
Comes after weeks of political gridlock in Washington. What were the key sticking points between Republicans and the Democrats, and how were they resolved in this compromise?
Thing is that they're not quite resolved yet, but the Democrats had been insisting on an automatic extension of ACA subsidies, and it had also been talking about the healthcare bill, and this was a real sticking point. They wanted to fund healthcare for more people. The Republicans were against that. Spending levels were also a real argument and a real sticking point. All these points really need to be compromised on. That's what both Democrats and Republicans have been discussing over the weekend and are looking to try and sort out over the next couple of days, along with, like I said, the federal workers' reverse layoffs, to roll back on those layoffs, to reinstate those workers and to make sure that they get their back pay as well. Those are really the red lines for the Democrats. They want funded healthcare. They want to make sure that the federal employees get their jobs back. Those are the points that really, really need to be resolved over the next couple of days if we are going to get out of this shutdown cycle.
All right, Afua Hagan, thank you so much for bringing us the update on that.